Let's take a look at some examples that we could use our students when we're modeling for them numbers and stats. The first one is from a story by Ken Page called Garana's Story. Garana and her family have lived in their one-room house for 2 years. It's one of thousands of mud brick homes in the Shamshatu Afghan refugee camp. The camp holds 50,000 Afghan refugees. So we have a number of different numbers that are here. Some are written out in word form and others are in digit form. And so a one-bedroom home for 2 years and one of thousands of mud homes. So if I think about what it's like living here in the United States, one-room house for 2 years, that may not be such a bad thing. But if we're talking about our entire family living in a one-bedroom house, that may be 3, 4, 5, or 6 people. That could be quite close in contact for that period of time. It's one of thousands of mud brick homes, so it tells us the kind of homes that they live in. And additionally, the camp holds around 50,000 refugees. If I think about the population of the city where I live, it's about 100,000. So I'm looking at our community, about half of the size is all refugees, and that paints a pretty good picture for me on the size of the camp and the number of people there and the conditions that they're living in. So let's take a look at something from a different article. In fact, nearly half of all bottled water is reprocessed tap water, sold at prices up to 3,000 times higher than consumers pay for tap water. So as I'm looking at these numbers, half of all the bottled water is reprocessed tap water. I think about the bottled water just in one grocery store, and I think about the number of grocery stores in my city, and then all the gas stations and everything, Sam's Club, everybody that sells bottled water, and I begin to get an idea, and that's just in one city, and then nationwide, there's a tremendous amount of bottled water out there. Sold at prices up to 3,000 times higher than consumers pay. Does that actually seem right? 3,000 times, that's a significant amount. If something costs us $1 and we doubled it, that would be, 2 times higher. Then that would be, $2. And if things were sold up to 3,000 times higher, that's a significant amount. I might need to look that number up because it seems almost kind of extreme in the amount of markup there is on bottled water. In this last example, the singer is 28, joined us for the interview. So what was the purpose? It's not like singers that are almost turning 30. It just, in this case, maybe the author was just to try to tell us some more information about the singer, that they were younger in nature, but it's just more of information. And so when we look at numbers, we can think of it in a number of different ways. They're conveying information. There may be some other meaning behind that, or it might be just flat telling us that there's plain information. So provide a document that's going to give you some other examples that you can use with students. The best examples would come from stuff from your own content area, but you could use these for an extension and to provide some different information, have some different conversations with students.